welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I did a firecracker dome and I had this in the background, so I wanted to be sure and show y'all how to make this. This is made out of foam core board and it's covered with clothespins and craft sticks, and I've given you the pattern in the description below, so all you gotta do is cut it out and assemble it. If you want to know how to make it, stick around. I'll show you how.
Okay, for this one, you're getting 11 by 14 by 3/16" foam core board. Cut all the pattern pieces out. I've given you the pattern in the description, and then use blue painter's tape to attach your pieces to the board. That way you won't tear your board. Okay, next, just take your ruler and just start cutting down the lines of each piece till you get all your pattern pieces cut out. Okay, now that they're all cut out, we're just going to start assembling. This is going to be a front, and that's going to be a side, and you're just literally making a rectangle base. Just spend some time on this. Make sure that your sides are standing up straight because you want to make sure that you have a squared edge. And then go ahead and attach the back to it. And you can use this pattern for a lot of things. I mean, you can make a popsicle stand, an ice cream stand, a lemonade stand. You can actually use the same pattern for a lot of different projects. And then we're just going to make sure that that gets square in there. And we're going to add the top. So we're just going to take the hot glue and just go all the way around the top edge of the base. And then attach our top. And then the bigger piece there is for our roof. And next we're going to take some 1/4 inch by 12" dowel sticks. And we're going to cut 2 of them at 6 1/4. And this is going to be for the front of our stand. And we are just going to glue them to the outside edge of the front. And then just get any excess glue off that you can. Okay, then we're going to take 2 1/4 inch by 12" sticks, and we're going to cut those at 8 1/4 inches, and that's going to be for the back of our stand. And this way our roof will sit at a tilt. Okay, now I'm going to take my roof and I'm going to make I'm going to cover it with popsicle sticks, or these are like jumbo craft sticks. Just line them up there to figure out however many you need. I put 11 on there, and then come back in and mark with it hanging over the edge a little bit in the front. Mark the back, and we are going to cut the backs off of all of those so that you have a nice straight edge along the back of your roof, along the top of your roof. So go ahead and cut one as the sample, and then start marking them so that they're all the same exact length. Then you're going to add a piece of painter's tape right to the edge, and that'll keep your popsicle sticks from cracking. So make sure you don't skip that part. Then we're going to take some clothespins and we're going to take them apart, and we're going to use them to decorate the front. I'm just measuring out how many it's going to take, and it ended up taking 8 to do the front. Okay, next just line it up across the front, and we're going to glue them on. Now go ahead and lay them on there first because you need to know exactly where you need to start, because you are going to have to overlap the little poles on each side. So get one in, then you can dump the rest of them off, and then just start gluing them in. Just make sure that that first one is straight. Okay, next I just took one of those jumbo craft sticks and I'm just going to put it on the front, kind of hanging over the edge, kind of like it's like a counter for the customers to come up to. Okay, next we're going to do the roof. Go ahead and lay your popsicle sticks out just to make sure how they need to glue on the first one, and then you can glue the rest of them on, because one of them's going to have to hang over the edge a little bit, and you need to figure out exactly where that one's going to be. Then just start coming in, make sure that first one was straight, and then just come in and start adding all the rest of them. Just make sure you get it lined up along the top edge. Okay, next I'm going to take a popsicle stick. I'm going to go, there's 11 of these sticks, so we're going to, right in the middle is going to be 5.5 inches. I'm going to mark that one at 5.5 inches. I'm going to tape it off so it doesn't crack. Go ahead and cut straight across there. And then we're going to bring the other one and line it up there with that, cut it off, mark it at the same 5.5 inches. We're going to cut that off, and then we're going to join the two across the top just to kind of finish out that edge. Okay, now to attach it, I'm just going to put a little bit of E6000 glue on the tips of each one of these pegs. I'm going to set my top on it, and then I'll know exactly where those sit. Now I'm going to turn it upside down, line it back up with those little glue marks, and I'm going to take the hot glue gun and fill in the rest so that it'll just dry. So it'll dry faster. And just flip it back up. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a little piece of craft foam. I cut it the same size as the top, but you are going to have to trim off the back a little bit. And then go ahead and glue that one on. Then I decided to come back in on the sides and do the same thing I did as the front and put the little clothespins on the front. On each side. So line them up. There's going to be a gap still where you're not going to get one in there. And I'm just going to take a little skinny popsicle stick to finish that out. And you'll see how I did that here in just a second. Just taking that little skinny popsicle stick to finish out the back of it. And then do the same thing for the opposite side. And then just like I did on the top, on the front where I put that little countertop ledge, I'm going to take two jumbo craft sticks, and I'm going to trim those to go over the side edges, just like that. All right, now it's time to decorate. Okay, I'm just going to take these stars and this craft stick, and I'm going to make a fireworks sign for it. I'm just going to paint this with the Nautical blue craft paint. And then I'm going to paint my stars white. Make sure you get the edges and everything of all of these pieces. And then I'm taking some wired ribbon. I got this at Michael's, and I'm just kind of gathering it. Now, I cut it off before I measured how much it was, but I'm not putting it on the bottom. I started to, but then I decided to put it on the roof. But I had already cut it, so I can't tell you exactly what size it is. You'll just have to kind of gather it till you get it to about the same right size. And just kind of making a U over here in the front. I'm going to go ahead and glue one side down, and then I can shape the rest of it around it. And then if you just ungather it a little bit, and you can get it up there on. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue the front flat down. Just along the U part, just like do a glue U, and then just glue that in. And then go ahead and fix your pleats. Okay, then I take my Cricut and I did the word fireworks on some vinyl, and I'm attaching it to my stick. Just going to put that in the front. And again, you could do a lemonade stand or whatever you wanted to do. And then I'm just going to put my stars on both sides of it. Okay, next I'm going to make some fireworks to go on the countertop there. I'm just taking some dowel sticks. I'm painting 2 of them red, 2 of them white, and 2 of them blue. And then I'm going to cut them each at 1.5 inches. I'm just going to cut those off, and then you're going to have to go ahead and paint the bottoms and the tops because you'll still have wood color between them. Then I'm going to take a silver pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to wrap it around a piece of wire. It just kind of give it a little bit of definition there. And then I'm going to cut those off at about 1/2 inch to put on each one of my fireworks. And then just do that to all your white ones and all your red ones. And then I took them and I just stacked them up on my display, and you'll see that here in just a second. Pretty easy video. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see future videos, hit subscribe. If you want to be notified when I have another video, hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.